our programs are providing voices to the sisters.
This is an organization trying to help African sisters.
So we are seeing sisters translating the skills we have provided to them through the training back to their own communities, managing their organizations in a completely different way. They come back and give us the story of their own success.
This is the best job that I've had by far. One of the things I like most about ASEC is that we do make an effort to have a ground-up approach, so we're not dictating how the programs are structured. In a sense, we are evolving.
It's amazing to see how one sister can take the training that she received and spread it so far.
Education is the tool that bonds us together. It binds us together, keeps us strong. And even though we're continents away, you realize the same feelings, the same flesh, the same blood, the same worries, everything is the same. We're all the same, except we live in different places.
The SLDI program, it's the Sisters Leadership Development Initiative, and it's the largest program at ASEC.
In fact, sometimes in Ghana they call it my program because they didn't know what it was all about. It is for all of us. So it is not meant for me alone. It is not my program, it is our program.
It develops sisters' skills in 3 areas: in administration skills, finance skills, and technology skills. In our first 2 phases, we served around 360 sisters, and in phase 3, we more than doubled that. And now, in just our first year of phase 4, we've served over 1,100 sisters and superiors, and we're projected to serve thousands more. We've really expanded the number of people that we're serving. The success stories that we see, they're taking on multiple roles, they're successful in multiple areas. Coming into the program, I didn't realize how amazing these outcomes are, because it's not something you see at every nonprofit. We've just been in the process of developing a new strategic plan, and as part of that, we really wanted to focus in on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or the SDGs.
So they are addressing all the UN goals in their projects, like ending hunger. We have several sisters who are working in the marginal areas. They're supporting the poor communities there. We have sisters working in healthcare, ensuring the improvement of maternal care.
There's one sister from Zambia who had a really impressive project. She called it the Mother Earth Project. She received over $260,000 in grants and funds to implement this project. It was centered around planting moringa trees. They're apparently very nutritious. She trained farmers in the area in organic farming techniques on how to plant these trees and harvest. She also used a lot of sustainable energy sources for the project: renewable energy, biogas, wind, solar power, and she partnered with a lot of people to make this happen. So sisters are definitely addressing multiple goals through a single project. And then you think about there's multiple projects within a congregation. So really sisters are addressing a lot of the things that are on the UN's agenda for 2030.
ASEC has created partnerships, and that's how we operate. That sustainable partnership is the way to go today, because the world is so much interconnected. Last year we created partnership with 23 colleges and universities, of which the 534 sisters are studying, and we are seeing significant growth as we move along.
The HESA program is the Higher Education for Sisters in Africa program. It's one of the major programs of ASEC. Phase 2 grew the program significantly. Over the entire phase, we'll be serving over 850 sisters at 23 colleges and universities, and they are studying for college diplomas, bachelor's degrees, and one thing that is new in phase 2 is introducing master's degrees.
I have always liked, interacting with the students of HESA. They are very enthusiastic and they talk so well about ASEC. And it's like ASEC is the only body that helps them grow.
I love to learn, so do the sisters. You love to learn, so do they.
So why not learn together?
But I do hope that the program might in the future incorporate a PhD or expand on the master's program. And it's especially rewarding to go to Africa and to go to the countries that we're working in.
The scholarship program is providing opportunities to people who would not have otherwise ever thought of going to a secondary school or higher education. We are providing them that opportunity. So far we have had over 200 sisters participate in the program. We have had it in Tanzania now 3 years in a row. We expanded the program to Malawi and Zambia.
Sad when that happens, especially being the older one in the classroom and maybe not doing as well as like a 12-year-old who had more opportunities early on. It can be a struggle and difficult, but the way that the teachers at Big Wealth that we saw handle the older students was great. I think it's really important to give them those chances to come back to school and learn what they couldn't learn before.
Having sisters graduate with degrees from their local community and from their own countries is very important because those credentials are well accepted and they can easily be translated to their communities. It is important because it's providing a shift where sisters use technology more effectively in terms of global trends. We are on top.
I found out about the program through Sister Gannon. She came and spoke to Volunteers in Action, which is a group that meets on campus, and that sparked my interest. I've always wanted to go to Africa, and service has always been a big part of my life. When we arrived, everyone was so welcoming, which was really wonderful. The first visit that we did was to the school. We got to meet the students, and when we met them, they all stood up and were clapping and singing for us and dancing for us, and right away we were like, okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be like home. The kids at the orphanage were mostly younger, so a lot of them didn't know English, which initially we were a little concerned about. We thought we weren't going to be able to communicate with them. How could we actually help them? But right away, we were just able to connect through playing and laughing and games and being there with them and doing whatever we could to help the sisters out while we were there. I know that I left my heart in Africa. A lot of the people that went with me feel the exact same way. I'm just very connected to it, and it's really just impacted me. This has changed my life. This has set a fire in me. And because of this program, I'm going to go on and do bigger things. And so are all the other people that have been involved in this. It's just the beginning for us.
I think that's the beginning of knowing each other, getting to know other people, getting to understand other cultures. So I see the opportunities for growth and solidifying the program structures.
I really feel like these sisters are leaders in their community, and I'm really proud to be a part of that.
It's really humbling. It's nice to know that there's a community of people that are working really hard to help other people.
My entire experience here at ASEC has been that of friendship, growth, and understanding and knowledge. I have come to understand so much about ASEC that I didn't know before.
It's going to continue to grow in leaps and bounds. Again, you know, education is power. And even though these women don't have a lot of material things, they do have the power of a good education. So it's going to make them very powerful, and they're not even going to realize it.
Serving sisters in ASEC has given a lot of meaning to my vocation. I find myself as a bridge to help others cross over, and they too become bridges to others. What a world will we be making if all of us accept to be the bridges to help others cross to the other side.
Sister John, who has always been a mentor of mine, always says you have to pick your corner of the world and work away at it.
I think that you're impacting so many lives, and very quietly, you're impacting so many lives through this program. And you're giving these wonderful, faithful women a chance to succeed, and in their own little corner of the world feel empowered